Welcome to the Making Real Estate Fun podcast and video blog. My name's Kevin O'Flaherty from O'Flaherty Law, and I'm joined as always by my co-hosts Taji Clark from Coldwell Banker.
Hi guys.
And Keith Hoffman, an excellent mortgage lender. And are we saying where you're from, Keith?
Yes, Draper and Kramer Mortgage Corp.
All right, great. Our guest today is Charles Hooker from Charles Home Inspections. And we're going to talk about not everything you need to know about home inspections, because we've got a 10 to 15 minute long podcast, but 10 minutes worth of what you need to know about home inspections. This is our third time at Alter Brewing Company, but the first two episodes, I was the videographer, didn't pan out very well. Now we have Tom Weiler from Weiler Studios doing professional videography for us. So check out weilerstudios.com if you like the video. We're doing a retake of this one. So Charles, thanks for joining us for a second time.
Glad to be here, guys. Always a pleasure to be with you three gentlemen here.
Welcome back.
Keith, you want to take it away?
Sure, Charlie, the one thing that many people need to know is what's the difference between an appraisal and a home inspection?
Appraisals just mainly kind of go through, look at the home and compare it to other homes in that general vicinity. A home inspector like myself, we go in, tell you what's wrong or what's not wrong, tell you how sound the house is.
Okay.
Taji, what do you got for him?
All right, so, being the agent, the real estate agent, I've done, a ton of walkthroughs with inspectors, and so I know exactly how it goes and all of that. What are some of the major things that, a buyer should look out for when they're going through their home inspection?
The major things, probably electrical and roofing. Up here in the North Chicago, winters are rough. You want to make sure you have a great roof. You want to make sure the roof's in good shape. Probably the roof, electrical are the biggest two components of the inspection. Those are the two biggest.
So what's the difference between a good home inspector and a great home inspector? What makes Charles Home Inspection different?
The main thing I try to do in home inspection is educate everyone. Everyone comes into the house and sometimes home inspectors get a bad rap. Oh my gosh, they're the guy that tells me what's wrong. Educate them. Things are going to be wrong, but tell them, yes, this can be fixed. Tell them how to go about getting it fixed, and that's what's part of working with great realtors like Taj. You'd explain to them what's going on. If you educate them, it makes the process a whole lot easier than going in and being scared of something is wrong. Just tell them what's wrong. Tell them how to fix it. That's the biggest part is education.
Go ahead.
So when you go out for a home inspection, is there usually like one or two things you usually always see, or is there something that stands out more than others?
Probably the biggest thing is just general maintenance of the home. People not doing something simple as changing their furnace filter. Puts dust all in the house and people don't realize how important that is. Makes your furnace work harder, makes your air conditioner work harder. Just general maintenance that people don't realize. Change your filter, Okay. Clean your windows. Take care of everything around your house. Take care of your gutters. Keep your gutters clean. General maintenance can save a house many years.
All right, so I gotta ask, what's the absolute wildest, craziest thing that you've seen in your inspection career?
It actually was probably about a week and a half ago, believe it or not. I went into a home, they had done some remodeling, and I stepped out and it was a utility room, laundry room, and above the doorway it had a wooden sign. It was actually Miller Brewing Company. It was a 12-pack of Miller apparently. And it said on there, not responsible for any accidents. So immediately I'm like, my goodness, what am I going to find in here? As I stepped in there was the utility room, the furnace was in there and everything. The furnace had some recent work done and the sheet metal around it. And I was shocked that it wasn't the Miller off the container I seen hanging on the wall, the cardboard, but they had fixed a sheet metal spot, probably 12 inches by 12 inches, with Dr. Pepper can. They had cut a can up. I don't know if it was home or the technician did it, I hope not. They had cut the sheet metal and it had Dr. Pepper cans on the side, plugging a hole in the side of the furnace. and I just kind of looked at that and I just, like I said, I was thinking, I said, we're glad it's not Miller, so maybe it's fixed correct.
At least Dr. Pepper's good for
something. I was like, well, he must have been thirsty while he was working. All I could do was laugh. There was nothing I could do but laugh and take some good pictures of that.
Tell us a little bit about the inspection report process, what an inspection report will tell you and what it's used for.
An inspection report will tell you everything about the house. Like myself, I use a simple form checklist, tells you, yes, it works, it doesn't. If it doesn't, you have comments. There's plenty of pictures of the things wrong. If there is something wrong, it goes through the process, and you can read the summary page, items not working, major concerns, safety issues like electrical's not working, home improvement costs, items like cleaning the gutters, change the filter. Basically give them room to move as they get in the house. Okay, I need to do these things to keep my house going further. Deferred cost items would be like an air conditioner's 25 years old. Recommend, so, monitor the service next couple of years, plan on changing that because it's 25 years old. It's not going to be as efficient, things like that. And then the report, goes to like yourself, the attorney, you review it, and it goes back and forth, and they decide if there's things need fixed or whatever in the process.
And you'll usually put like a cost to repair item on that.
Yeah, you can put cost repair, and even for good people we know, refer them to good people that will do them right in the process.
So as an attorney, we get the inspection report, and then those inspection items that need to be repaired are items for negotiation that we can say, all right, well, the inspection report says this is going to cost $500. We, Mr. Seller, we would like you to either repair that item and show us proof that you've done it, or give us a closing cost credit for $500.
Right.
And it makes it really easy for us to negotiate what needs to happen to make the deal work. And usually, it's very rare. We never see, there's a body in the basement. This deal's not happening. It's just basically it's a nuts and bolts. How do we move money around to fix these issues?
Correct.
And inspectors are neutral third parties, really. I mean,
Right.
You're hired by one of the parties, but
Yes.
your word is taken as legitimate,
Yes.
and it makes it really easy for us as attorneys to negotiate.
Correct.
Yes. And one of the important things to remember is that I've never seen a perfect home inspection. So whether it's a brand new house or the house is 100 years old, there's always something that is wrong, something that needs to be
Yes.
fixed, something that needs attention.
Yes.
And I'm sure you can attest to that
Yes,
also.
there's never a perfect house. Maybe minor things, but you're never going to go in and say there's nothing with this house that needs to be taken care of. Right. Nothing ever. Fellow inspector last week did a brand new home inspection, and it was kind of funny how we share stories. Brand new home inspection, when he got into the attic just to look, they had forgot to spray insulation in a brand new house. So he came back down and said, you need insulation. They had totally forgot. I mean, I guess it could be easy to forget. So it even goes to tell you, like I said, new homes, there's always something. You always have to look. You have to look.
Do you charge extra for the sweet accent?
I do. That does come extra. It does come extra. It's part of the charm. It gets a little more further south if you like. That costs a little more.
If you pay your base rate, you just talk like a Chicagoan.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
And he brings his guns too.
All right. So finally, most importantly, what are we drinking today, gentlemen? Do you remember what we ordered, Keith?
I have a center line.
Center line.
How do you like it? What does it taste like?
It's a golden ale, and it's very, very sweet taste, very smooth, and not my normal beer. I'll tell you that.
What fruit drink is our sexy reporter drinking here?
This delicious drink is the King Balaton. King Balaton. You got that?
For the king of real estate.
For the king of real estate, right. It's very flavorful, and it's good stuff.
Yeah, it looks like raspberry flavored or something.
I think it's more of like an
Zima?
apple. It's more of an apple-ish kind of a flavor.
Oh, good fall drink. All right, so Charlie, how can people reach you if they need a home
If you
inspection?
need a good home inspection, it's Charles Home Inspection at 630-442-4873. My email is very simple, Charles Home Inspection.
All right, Keith, how can people reach out to you?
I think the best way and easiest way is by cell phone, 630-306-LOAN, 306-5626.
And Taji, how can people reach the king of real estate?
Best way to reach me is always on my website, just tajiclark.com. It's got all of my contact information, all of my social media sites, and all of that. Best way to get me.
You can call me, Kevin O'Flaherty with O'Flaherty Law at 630-324-6666. Go to makingrealestatefun.com to check out all of our podcasts and videos, and we all blog, so we all have blogs on real estate that can answer most of your questions. I do a couple other podcasts, learn-about-law.com, my law podcast, and seizeyourbusiness.com, my business podcast. And thank you to Tom Weiler from Weiler Studios for doing our excellent videography work. It's, like I said, we tried to do it with me doing the videography, and we decided to come back and do it again with Tom. He does a great job. WeilerStudios.com, and he's happy to help you out too, and his rates are very reasonable. So thanks so much for listening.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.